Delhi is witnessing the worst outbreak of chikungunya and dengue. 3 deaths have already been reported. Hospitals in Delhi are bursting at the seams with the sheer number of patients who are arriving at hospitals for treatment. But what's absolutely shocking is that the ministers of the Aam Aadmi Party government are missing in action at a time when the national capital is soaring in dengue and chikungunya. Ministers, instead of tackling the situation, are missing from the scene of action. The Delhi government has all but withered and seems to be in a vacation mode, with the Chief Minister himself, who just recently was seen campaigning in Punjab, now in Bangalore for the next 10 days. He is receiving treatment for his cough. That's not all. The Delhi Health Minister in charge for the health situation is also busy campaigning for the Aam Aadmi Party in Goa. And the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister, Manish Sisodia, who should be reviewing the situation, has now left for Finland. He is in Finland for an official tour. The Transport Minister, Gopal Rai, is also out of Delhi, once again handling party work in Chhattisgarh. And the Minister for Food and Supply and Environment Minister, Imran Hussain, is out on a Hajj tour. And to manage the health hazard, we have only one minister in town, and that's Kapil Mishra.
फॉगिंग दिल्ली में कहीं पे भी नहीं हो रही है और कूड़ा नहीं उठ रहा है। अस्पतालों के अंदर तो जो मरीज आते हैं उनके इलाज की व्यवस्था जरूर करने की कोशिश की जा रही है सभी जगह अस्पतालों में। आप लोग भी जाकर देख रहे हैं, लेकिन फॉगिंग एक बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा है। मेरे को लगता है कि फॉगिंग और कमिश्नर और मेयर कहाँ हैं एमसीडी के, तीनों मेयर इस वक्त गुमशुदा से लग रहे हैं।
That was Kapil Mishra, who was talking about the sudden fumigation drive. We have with us now Sharmishta Mukherjee from the Congress. Ma'am, how do you respond to this news at a time when medical services are under strain, hospitals are overworked, doctors are overworked, patients are, sharing beds? We have no ministers. We just have one minister in the national capital to take, stock of the situation.
Well, this is a most unfortunate and I would say unprecedented situation, because there has been a death in malaria in 5 years, after 5 years. Then within 24 hours, there has been 3 deaths in chikungunya. So this is most unfortunate, and this is a crisis situation. And where is Chief Minister? Where is Health Minister? Where are the other ministers? What are they doing? Who is going to take control of the situation? Who is going to create an action plan? And they are just busy passing the responsibility, saying this is not our responsibility, this is MCD's responsibility, this is LG's responsibility. Then what are they doing? Why people have given them the power? They have people of Delhi have given them overwhelming mandate to rule, to govern. Not to just look for, run away from Delhi and look for greener pastures in other states.
No, and this was a foreseeable crisis. I mean, last year we saw an outbreak of dengue. We saw the Chief Minister himself making surprise checks at various hospitals. What has changed this year?
Well, it seems they have just completely given up on Delhi. I mean, they have given up the responsibility of Delhi, because they are not just interested in Delhi anymore. They are interested in Punjab, they are interested in Goa, they are interested in Gujarat, but they are just not interested in Delhi anymore. They are not interested in fulfilling the promises they made to the people of Delhi anymore. They are not interested in administration of Delhi anymore. So this is a completely not only escapist, but I would say an utterly irresponsible attitude of the government, and which is not only just condemnable, but this is just not acceptable. I mean, they have just left Delhi on the mercy of God.
Just stay with me, ma'am. We also have with us Nupur Sharma from the BJP. Ma'am, thanks so much for speaking to us. Do you agree with Ms. Sharmishta Mukherjee calling the Aam Aadmi Party irresponsible? Can you imagine we just have one minister right now at a time when medical services are under immense strain, with our doctors overworked and hospitals really struggling to cope with the kind of dengue wave that we are seeing?
All I'm going to say here is that with the Health Minister of Delhi campaigning for Mr. Arvind Kejriwal in Goa and Mr. Arvind Kejriwal himself in Punjab, I really am not surprised and shocked that Delhi is actually going haywire, because when the people responsible who said, "Main Delhi ko chhod ke nahi bhagunga," they all are ready to leave Delhi and run away. And all that we hear every day in Delhi is one after the other, the MLAs in some soup hitting the chief security officer of AIIMS, a hospital which is anyway overburdened with sick people. Chikungunya is not actually supposed to be a disease which can be fatal, but I'm actually not shocked that it is this time, because of absolute apathy on the Delhi government and the Aam Aadmi Party's behalf. And must I also share with you, you have to go to these private hospitals and you have to see their lawns. How sick people are actually lying on the lawns of these private hospitals because of lack of beds. They promised some 200 plus hospitals in Delhi. Where are they? They did not even have.
But you know, when one asks those questions to the Aam Aadmi Party, the standard line is that there is some sort of a political vendetta against them. This is a concerted attack by the centre on them. But don't you think it's high time that the opposition parties need to come together, at least when it comes to such a serious matter, and mount pressure on the party that in fact was that said that they're responsible for the people of Delhi?
If you're not noting, you know this better than I do, that whenever Mr. Kejriwal and his government is found wanting, all he wants to do, Modi ji ki galti hai, LG ki galti hai. With the High Court also extremely seriously demarcating the power distribution between the LG and the Chief Minister. Let me also remind you that health is not a department under centre. Health is a department under Delhi government. It is Arvind Kejriwal and his cabinet's whole sole responsibility to make sure that people don't die on the streets in Delhi, and that's exactly what is happening.
Ma'am, just stay with me. Just please stay with me. We have, in fact, a reaction from Satyendra Jain. In fact, what he has said, he's blamed a patient, saying that it was only his fault because he came in too late for treatment. He's, in fact, gone on to even blame the MCD. Just let's listen to his reaction. I'll just come back to you. Ms. Nupur Sharma from the BJP is with us. Ma'am, I don't know if you got a chance to hear the health minister, but he squarely put the blame. But
ma'am, share something with you. No.
Yes.
Not let me say.
Okay, go ahead.
I wish you had spoken to some people from the MCD because if you would know, these are the very people जो आम आदमी है, मतलब कि MCD का कर्मचारी. These are the very people who are not even paying their salaries. You think somebody so poor would be willing to work without even salary or money in their account? And I'm sorry to say, I wish you had spoken to somebody from the MCD. They are refusing to release funds to the MCD, which is the whole and sole responsibility of the Delhi government. When you would not release money, where is the MCD supposed to get money?
No, are you saying just because they didn't receive their salary, they will not, they have a moral responsibility also, ma'am, to execute their duties?
Allow me to complete. The Karamcharis are still working. Why am I asking you to speak to some MCD people and especially the councillors? Is because I know that all of them personally from their personal accounts have paid for fogging and fumigation in Delhi in their areas. And that is the money for fogging and fumigation which is supposed to come from the health department and the MCD from the Delhi government.
No, we will speak to officials from the MCD and NDMC, but are you saying that they did run adequate fumigation drives and even identify hotspots for fogging?
If you are going to pay from your pocket for something that the Delhi government is responsible for, you're still taking up the responsibility of ensuring that actually there is no absolute apathy. And I'm sorry to say, this time there have been no serious steps or precautionary steps taken by the Delhi government in spite of the central health minister since April of this year sending directions and notifications almost on a monthly basis and weekly basis to the Delhi government that you need to take these precautions for dengue and chikungunya. There are hardly a couple of boards. You think advertisement boards are enough for preventing dengue in Delhi? You think Mr. Arvind Kejriwal's face on an advertisement board is actually going to save some lives?
Okay.
Wow, what is he doing in Punjab?
I want to bring in Sharmishta Mukherjee here, ma'am. Just stay with me, Sharmishta Mukherjee. But don't you think this is a completely sorry state of affairs? I mean, isn't it enough now for political parties to stop squabbling and just to find a long-term strategy to fight and prevent dengue and chikungunya? I mean, these are young children we are talking about. It could be your children, my children. Hospitals are clearly overwhelmed. Why don't political parties just sit down? Why don't, the party responsible take responsibility for the duties that they were in fact brought to power with?
Let me tell you what used to happen during Sheila Dikshitji's during Congress government. Starting from April onwards, because Delhi is a very complex administrative system, it has got various agencies. And in Delhi, LG also plays an extremely important role. One has to understand that fact. But in Delhi, from April onwards, there used to be a series of meetings held under the supervision of Chief Minister herself or himself, and with the office of LG, with NCD officers, with DDA, with NDMC, with Delhi Cantonment Board, with PWD, with various nodal agencies. There used to be a concrete action plan.
Okay.
So, and that is how you have to work with everybody with the spirit of cooperation. not just this constant conflict situation where you just keep on blaming each other. And since the time this AAP government has come, in last 18 months, we haven't seen anything, any delivery, anything other than just blame.
All right, Ms. Mukherjee and Ms. Nupur Sharma, thank you both for joining us and sharing with us your reactions. We have with us Kumar Kunal also to talk about, Kumar, you know, we are in a state of crisis. We are seeing how hospitals are struggling to meet with the demands of patients. We are seeing how medical services are under severe strain, and all that we can hear is the usual blame game, with the Aam Aadmi Party blaming the BJP blaming the Aam Aadmi Party, and it just goes on.
Yeah, I was just hearing even Nupur Sharma from BJP and Satyendra Jain, he has given a bite in Goa itself, and they were telling, Satyendra Jain was blaming MCD that they have not done properly fogging and all these things which are in this, which MCD is supposed to do, and Nupur Sharma blaming Delhi government. But meanwhile, all the ministers, almost 6 ministers are out of town. Not only ministers, even MCD mayors are out of town. North MCD mayor is not in Delhi, he is in UK right now. South Delhi mayor is out of Delhi, he is in Alwar right now. So no one is taking care of Delhiites. They are just suffering. They are just suffering due to this blame game only. BJP is blaming Aam Aadmi Party. Aam Aadmi Party is blaming Delhi BJP, and they are just indulging in this. And the poor man who is suffering from dengue, chikungunya, no one is there to take care of them. So this is the actual ground situation. And go to any of the hospitals, you will find 3-4 patients on a single bed. There are no doctors are nowhere. You will find no doctors out there. You will find hardly any fogging being done in any of the localities. So this is the ground situation, and all these netas who are politicians, and they are just
absolutely. Our politicians are only engaging in blame game. They continue to bicker while it's the common man who is really at the receiving end. And even, you know, a thought there for the hospitals who are struggling to cope with the kind of overload that has been seen in the last few weeks. Kumar Kunal, thanks so much for joining us.